What's going on, guys? This house behind me has been on the market for 1 year and 2 days, which if you said something like that a year ago would sound absolutely crazy. If you're new to the channel, I'm Nate Clark, the skydiving real estate agent. I'm your Austin area real estate expert. I love living in Austin. I love buying and selling houses, and I love jumping out of planes. So hit subscribe, follow along, and if you ever want to hop on a call, click that first link in the description below. Let's chat. For now, let's take a look inside. So we are out here in the Dove Creek subdivision. Bit of a breezy day in Austin, but it is absolutely gorgeous out. It's about 65 degrees right now. A little bit of cloud cover in the sky, but this is one of our favorite times of year that we have for like a week or two, it feels like, before it gets really, really hot. Looking at this house down here, down the hill. It's 3-bed, 2-bath, 2-car garage, 1758 square feet on a nice 0.3 acre lot. So it looks like you got a whole bunch of space down to here, and you have a nice backyard. Built in 1978, no HOA, property taxes are $5,339 a year. Originally listed for $480,000. They've reduced their price $80,000. They're currently at $400,000. You'll have to excuse the wind noise. First came on the market 1 year and 2 days ago, which is pretty crazy when you think of how hot the Austin market had been during the pandemic. They actually came on at $480,000, dropped their price down to $390,000, went pending 2 different times, and then raised their price up to $400,000. So not sure exactly what they're going for. Maybe they've done some additional repairs when the 2 pending contracts fell apart, which is the reason they had to raise their price. Let's take a quick look, pan around the neighborhood. Established neighborhood, mostly looks like 70s constructions. Really, really nice oak trees. So they've got it terraced as you're coming down. A very, very steep driveway and kind of a busted up driveway. This would not fly during the ice storm, so you're not getting up this. Does have a kind of nice tucked away private feel, and because of all the mature trees, you definitely have, you don't have the feeling that you're butted right up against your neighbors, which you have in a lot of these neighborhoods. Looking back out, I think that's pretty cool. Definitely the oak trees and that exposed trunk footage is my favorite feature. Coming into your entry here, you've got covered porch here. They've done some crack repair too. This kind of slanted purple siding, which is interesting. Entering the house, you'll see we've got the split level set up. Actually give ourselves even a bit more wide angle. We have 2 bedrooms off the side of the entrance, sharing a bathroom here, shower tub combo. And the nice OG 1970s, 1980s cabinetry. Leave my cheat sheet up by the door. A lot of burned out light bulbs in this, as it's been on the market for a year at this point. Small original windows. Looks like it was wired for security at some point in time. You do have a nice sense, aside from, can't tell if these are fogged up or just really dirty, but you do have a nice little sense of privacy having the side of the hill right there. Small bedroom. Small walk-in closet. The crown molding is actually a pretty nice touch. It's interesting, these 2 bedrooms, I think for having been freshly painted and having the carpet replaced, present significantly better than when we get to the lower living portion of the house. Got LVP flooring with no transition. Again, this one listed for $480,000 originally. Dropped down to $400,000. Significant $80,000 price cut. Coming into our kitchen. Very interesting. Not quite sure what all is going on. So We've got a step down made out of all tile, step back up into our living room. I'm not sure if they must have basically just replaced this section of tile with this stone, but you have a lot of different surfaces and finishes. So I guess they did that at the same time that they did backsplash. What do you guys think about that? Personally, I think it would look better if it was just all the white tile and then backsplash was separate from this. Kind of seems schizophrenic to me. Yeah, so you can see that's the original. Not to mention, this is just chipping away. It's basically serrated at this point, so if you had yourself a glass of wine and were walking through here at night and fell on that, you'd not be having a good time. Big solid countertops. They have these pendant lights. I would definitely replace all of your countertops. I would probably get rid of this. Honestly, I think it would be nice if you just had this LVP flooring run throughout. You just had this running throughout if you didn't have this drop here for no reason. And here you have, let's see if we get the lights flipped on in here. So they've done some cool upgrades like this LED tray lighting. It looks either partially burned out, like they didn't just fully do it. That looks halfway decent though. Got good usable space in here. It's interesting, I don't see anything for internet where you put your TV. You'd have nice windows looking out onto your backyard. We'll go take a look out back in a moment. The backyard is actually a really nice section. Got a big deck out there. Here we have our primary suite. You can see more of that LED lighting laid into that gap in the crown molding. It's a nice concept and it looks great when it's executed properly, but having stuff like that kind of just looks cheap to me. Let me know what you guys think, leave a comment down below. I think it'd just look better with the crown molding run all the way up to the top without that lighting put in. Double vanity in here. Feels like they've just resurfaced this. If you look in the light, you can see it wasn't done perfectly at all. So this is usually the case with Opendoor. They will do the flooring. They will do the paint. Which looks like it's all been done. But a lot of the other stuff, they're gonna do pretty cheaply. This is interesting to bring natural light in, but I don't know why you wouldn't just remove this wall so you have more natural light going into the actual bedroom itself. Oh, you missed a spot there, bud. Let's go take a look out back. But yes, you can see carpet's new, LVP's new. I'm not sure why they went and did this or if it was the owner that sold to Opendoor that did that. Restain the deck, got a nice red look. I guess we are in the train zone. Great backyard though. Some nice terraces set up here. You get a feeling of wilderness right next to you. It's obviously where you've got your propane. It's a breezy day in Texas. Man, it's beautiful now that all the leaves have really greened up. Replace some of your sections of fence. So that is another thing we'll give Opendoor kudos for. Replace most of the fence that they need to. Looks like you've got some separation back here. No big deal. Pull that back in, nail it in place. Squirrel's looking back up at the house. So that's house number one. Boy. Definitely want to fix that. Anyways, certainly could use a little cosmetic TLC. Obviously some things about the layout that you can't really change. I do love the lot and the yard. I think it's pretty cool. It makes the house feel really private. Leave your thoughts down below, guys. Do you think this house at $400,000 is worth it? Let's take a look at house number two. All right, guys, we are out here in the Green Slopes at Lake Creek subdivision. This house is 3-bed, 1-bath, 2-car garage, only 946 square feet. 0.117 acres, built in 1985, recently renovated by the old Opendoor friends. No HOA, property taxes are $6,301 a year. They had originally listed it for $380,000, dropped at $80,000, it's at $300,000. Take a quick look around the neighborhood. Slightly newer neighborhood than the last one that we looked at. Still a very nice established feel to it. Let's go take a look inside, guys. I just did a walkthrough and I was actually kind of surprised that for being under 1,000 square feet, the layout is actually pretty darn good. So take a look and you can let me know what you think. As is the case with a lot of these properties. Get a bit of wiggling around in the slabs. We got some cracking in the driveway. You can see the front steps have fallen off. But if you put enough, what is that, glue on there, it'll hold, no problem. Coming in, obviously you got 946 square feet, so you pretty much come into it all at once. We got our living room, which backs up to 3 bedrooms there, sharing a bathroom, wood-burning tiled fireplace, and our kitchen. That's a nice thing because it's such a small kitchen. They actually did a pretty nice reno on it. I mean, not to say that those cabinets are super nice, but they've put new stuff in here as opposed to that last one. We can saw they were working with what they had. So you can see they've replaced the granite, got a nice white subway tile backsplash, some out of the box, from Lowe's or Home Depot. Wannabe shaker cabinetry that they've got here. Very small pantry, which we can see we've just put the 20th coat of paint over the original stuff in there. One of the things about this house, so for one, I would definitely recommend any incoming buyer on this property to potentially have the foundation inspected, especially when you see this diagonal cracking like this. The separation that's slightly less concerning is when it's on a joint. Obviously you don't want to have a ton, but you usually will start to see the paint crack there. Also on taped joints, so the seams between pieces of sheetrock. A lot of times you'll see that start to lift up, which is not any major cause for concern, although it's always better to do more due diligence than less due diligence. One of the things that I'm not super fond of about this house is that Even after a fresh coat of paint and fresh flooring, I can still kind of tell that I think there was a cigarette smoker that lived in here before. It wouldn't surprise me if they have not repainted the ceiling, just on the walls. So that's definitely one of the best ways to damage the value of your home. Smoke cigarettes in it. They painted, okay, yeah, they painted over that. Almost looks a little nicotine stained. Anyways, we don't discriminate, guys. If you're a cigarette smoker and you want to buy a house, we got you. But if you're a homeowner and you smoke cigarettes, you better ozone and do fresh paint and a whole bunch of other stuff. Coming in to the one shared bathroom between all 3 bedrooms. New vanity in here, same granites as in the kitchen. Looks like our original shower tub combo in here. Looking into the bedrooms. Fresh carpet, but somehow they managed to have stained it up a little bit. You have pretty good walk-in closet space. This feels a lot more like a modern house than the last one that we went through, where none of the lights were even working. Nice little view into your backyard. Small walk-in. Your neighbor's crepe myrtle to look at. And that's the house. So let's go take a look outside. Not been outside yet. So it looks like your neighbor has the 0 lot line thing going on, where they're built directly up to your property line. But considering they don't have any windows or anything like that, it doesn't feel like you're lacking in privacy. Oh, so I guess that actually, this is your crepe myrtle and magnolia, I believe, not your neighbor's. Pretty nice little backyard setup. Roof looks like it's got a fair bit of life left on it. Definitely are gonna have to leave some money aside for some fence repairs. This is new though. You can see where they've lost wood in our most recent windstorm. So that's it, pretty quick and efficient, under 1,000 square feet, $300,000. Do you guys think it's worth it? Thanks for watching this video, guys. I really enjoyed making it for you. I want to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment down below. Do you think either one of these houses are worth it and are correctly priced right now? Before I saw them in person, I actually thought that I was going to like the $400,000 one more, but after seeing them, I like this one a little bit better. It's small, but it has a pretty good layout. The first one, I feel like I have to do a ton of stuff to it. I do still think this one's overpriced by about $25,000 to $50,000. If you're still here, you might as well check out this other video. You can click on my face to subscribe. Other than that, I hope you have a terrific rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.